Day 1. Washed up on an unknown shore. Ship is ruined. Some of the crew were found and we camped on the beach. June is missing. Tomorrow, we explore. Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to another Animal Crossing video. My name is Colleen. As you can probably tell, I am doing a bit different of a island tour today, and that is because this island is very different, very incredible. It's pirate themed. It has a whole story behind it, as you could probably tell at the very beginning. We've got some journal entries from the days where they first escaped the Navy and they landed on this deserted island. Or was it deserted? That is what we'll find out. Now, with this island, there is so much that you can discover. There are little bits of treasure everywhere, little pieces of lore, little areas that you really have to take your time to find. And it is just incredible. And I'm very excited to say this is actually one of the, or probably the last tour on this version of the island. Because as of this morning, when I'm recording this voiceover, well, I should probably tell you who created it. DiabloShadow on Twitter and on Instagram, and I believe on Twitch too, created this island and updated the dream address. So now it is a winter version of this incredible, incredible pirate island. And I guess he did make some changes to some little areas that you can access, so there's some more spots for you to take pictures. So I highly recommend giving it a look because it is just amazing. I had so much fun on this island. And again, I will just make sure that I have DiabloShadow's tags all in the description. I highly recommend giving him a follow because he likes to talk about all of the lore. He posts lots of pictures and videos. It's just a very immersive experience, I would say. So it's definitely worth the follow. So make sure you go do that. And I should definitely get more into the tour here. So as you can probably tell, I've been running around the first campsite that they created when they first got to this deserted island. And I've been finding some treasure while I've been walking around too. And then the second portion of the journal entry was just that we were exploring, which is pretty much what I did. I didn't include too much of that footage for this first day here because it would give away some of the little secrets, and we don't want to do that now, do we? And the last great find of this portion here was this amazing pirate's hat. I was very thrilled about this. Day 3. We found a secluded cove to call home. The dense jungle will hide us while also supplying us with the necessary materials to rebuild our ship. Still no sign of June. So as you can see, I am running around the cove that is mentioned in that journal entry. There's even a little graveyard over here now at this point. Now this was at the very beginning of my tour, and for some reason it didn't click for me that I was supposed to be digging up those fossil spots, or just dig spots. That might have been because I didn't find the shovel until a little bit later, so maybe that's why. But when I went back, I did find a couple cool things, so I will just mention that, and again, I just highly suggest going to this island because there's just so much fun to be had. There's even a hidden gnome feature, so you can find all of those too if you wanted. I love the setup right behind the plaza with having the extra cliff, but then the staircase that's just right in the center. It's just so pleasing. And look at these incredible interiors. That's another treasure to be found on this island, is just all of these amazing custom homes for these villagers. They're so nice. And I'm hoping too in the video you'll be able to hear some of the soundscapes and music that was chosen, because wow. When I was editing this, I was noticing some of the other little sounds that I missed when I was recording. And it's so well thought out. So now we will give Petrie a little bit of a visit. And let's just say she was busy. which you will see in a journal entry soon that she was probably very busy researching the gyroids, or the gyrating statues as they're referred to. So that would make sense. She's a busy, busy little mouse. She's got things to do, and I was just bothering her. It's fair. So our last little run around this little cove here. And I was very lucky that at this point I ran just a little bit further and I found some presents. Day 7. Work is well underway on our new homes and ship, the Black Lily. Punchy surveyed the jungle and found signs of life. Perhaps it was June or the rest of the missing crew? So at this point, we've built up a lot of the ship. We're working on all of our homes. So that is what we're going to look around right now. And let me tell you, it is just, again, I know I've said it so many times, but it is amazing. Like, even just look at this portion of the ship that I'm showing you right now. It is so cool. So right into a side room here, because I'm saving the front room for a little something. But here you can see we've got a little bit of a treasure room going on here. I had to. I love that. I love that room. Got another glittering treasury bedroom now. I just love all of the decorating in these houses, because there is another larger residence that we'll get to see, and it is just, again, gorgeous. Like, look how cool this little kitchen area is. The gyroid in the pretzels. I never noticed that. I know I said it in one of the last tours, but this is definitely one of those times I wish we could somehow customize what's on the TV, because it could have been something so funny. Like, look how cool this is. This top deck, or whatever it would be called. I apologize for not knowing all of the terminology. It's just so good. And then, like, with those seagulls, ugh. Amazing. I did a lot of just standing around and taking things in. Now that makes sense. Right there. Yeah. Makes sense. And I love the use of the little guard dog, all of the polishing on all of the prisoners, I guess. So back onto the outside, we're going to check out another villager's home now. You can see here we've got Rasher. Again, I really, really love these interiors. I just feel like they match this theme really well. I should also just mention quickly, once we get through the journal entries, I do have a little bit of bonus footage at the end, just of little extra spots that didn't quite fit into the little story that we have going here. But now we are back outside and we are ready to do a little bit of exploring, check out this jungle area, which is incredible. Like, are you kidding? Are you kidding me? Yes, I did try to line up my face behind those cutouts from that bridge. Did it work? No. Sadly. Whoops. Sorry, little guy. 0. I can do 0 chin-ups, probably. I actually just I have not tried. He's trying not to be threatened by other people's fitness. You know what? I'm gonna cheer him on for that journey. Good for him. Look how beautiful this is. I love this little jungle area. Those little pandas up there. Oh. And then I was fooled. Can't believe this would happen to me. And that's fine. Day 13. The black lily is almost done. However, my mind is distracted. I sent a search party out and they returned with a map. Who left it, and why does it carry such a dark aura? So like I mentioned before, I had a plan for that front room on the ship, and that's because it is holding the map with the dark aura, which the use of this polish on it is just amazing. And all of those cutouts that were blocking the room, like, it looks so good. But as you can see, the ship is almost done. It is coming together. I'm just gonna test out some of the cannons real quick, make sure everything's working properly. Just a little ASMR moment for everyone, I guess. I love that little crackly sound. Like, look how cool this is. It's so cool. And I'll just show you a little viewpoint from the front because that is where it's at. Well, honestly, the whole ship is amazing, but it's a really cool perspective. Day 15. The map led us to a broken monument. At the base, we dug up these strange statues that seemed to react to sound. I asked Petrie and Roscoe to investigate their nature. Now, if you listen very closely, we are definitely in a different spot on the island. We've got a lot more gyroid sounds, we've got some different music, we've got this broken area in front of the museum with seemingly no way to get to it. Very, very curious if you ask me. Now, I love this portion of the island. It is so fun. If you ever decide to do like a full ruins themed island, I think it would be incredible. Especially with all the mystery and everything put into it. Wow. I was trying to see if there was a way for me to get up there, because I also wanted to see where the music was coming from. Could not figure it out. But we did figure out where the ruins were. And look how gorgeous. We've got our golden tortoises. Oh my goodness. Like, blown away. Just this perspective on its own. Just wow. And with these sorts of ruins, of course, there are little secrets. And I'm very thorough, so I find the secrets, which just happen to be a Mario pipe. Yeah, I was blown away. Because just look at the room that it brought you into. It is amazing. I just almost don't want to talk because, like I mentioned before, just the soundscapes and the music that was chosen is just all perfect. Like, very natural in here. Oh, it's so pretty. Bit of a different vibe in this room, obviously, but hey, gotta do what you gotta do. I like having those jail bars there too, just as if they're kind of like sliding doors. I literally had no idea it made that sound. And I just used the yellow version of this on my other island. Like, how did I not notice? That's crazy. It is very cool. Another amazing natural little room. Those festival lamps are really, really perfect for this build too. And gorgeous, just gorgeous. I was so distracted by the beauty up here, I forgot that I was on the top floor. So in a moment you see me kind of fail trying to leave, but you know, that's fine. We figured it out. So now we get to see the outside of this house, because I believe this is the only way to get here. Unless you somehow had a diving suit, which obviously you won't if you're going on a dream. But of course I had to take this opportunity just to look around, see if I was missing anything, and I definitely was. There was something to dig up, so I had to figure out how to get down here, which, if I had been looking for the vines, it would have been a lot more obvious to me. I don't know why it took me so long, but hey, we found the crown. That's all that matters. Day 18. The volcano erupted and the gyrating statues are everywhere. I'm sending the crew to investigate the jungle for any clues unearthed in the chaos. I really am just going to show you a bunch of clips of gyroids now, because there were so many of them and I loved it. So many different creative ways to use them too. In that first clip, he was using them to make little sea turtles on the beach. And we've got these ones kind of like singing choral, almost, is what it's giving. And over here we have this little guy just hanging out near the ship. Or I guess it's not right near the ship, but he's close. This iconic moment. So funny. Who doesn't love a squeakoid? They're so cute. Now here's the opposite side of the island with our little coral moment. Bit of a mermaid skeleton, it looks like. A little bit sad. Day 19. In a panicked sweat, Tabby returned with news of a village and ruins deeper in the jungle. Perhaps we will find June or answers to who lived here before us. So as you might have guessed, we are going to journey through the jungle a little bit further, through the ruins, check out this little village that's hidden back here. Now Shino's been around this whole time, and I know you've probably seen her, but I did talk to her, as you can see, so don't worry, I did not ignore her. Just love how it's built up back here. I can see how it's set up to look like it was different, or like it was built by another set of people almost. It's really cool. Then we've got Shep's little house back here. I realized I'm calling a lot of things little, which is obviously not the case. What a cutie. Shep is just so adorable. And I like how the back of the house you have the accent wall being the jungle one. It just makes so much sense. Heading on back out, we'll go on a little bit more of a journey here. Because of course there's always more treasure to find. And with looking at the map, I could tell that there's a path that leads me to that private beach, and I hadn't found that yet. So I really wanted to do that, and it looked like it was through this area, so with some trial and error, as you will see at some point, I do end up finding it. I believe that portion is actually in the extra footage that is after our last journal day here. You can definitely see the remnants of that village that Tabby was mentioning. It's so pretty. It is so gorgeous. Even just building an island based on that, just on those homes. Oh, it is just, it's so pretty. I know I've said it so many times. I'm sorry, I'm just repeating it. But, wow. Got our volcano moment up here. I always think that I can hop over when I'm in camera mode, which it's still so sad that we can't. Like, please, Nintendo. And I found June's house, which I know technically she's not home, so how are you supposed to know? Well, just the exterior is what's telling me, and because I had looked at the map too. I love that little mermaid section that's behind her house too. It's so pretty. Now we have moved on to our extra footage. We've got our DA and the map up here. And I wanted to show the peninsula and this little waterfall spot because I thought it was so gorgeous. I really like that custom design that's at the base of the waterfall. I don't think I've actually seen that one before, so. Look at our little sea turtles. We've got more here, which is nice. And then moving along to the more recreational campsite. I know that he mentioned this campsite is more so for the adventurous types who wanted to come see if they could stay on the island because it's thought to be uninhabited, which after this tour we know that it's very much not. Just another discovery. Just a very cute campsite here. Now, getting to the real good stuff here. This is where I started discovering the things that I hadn't been able to find for a while. That was me just taking a moment to note that there was treasure down there. And we found the private beach. It was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. I think I ran past where I was supposed to go a few times. But there's just so much to look at, so now just to find this piece of treasure. Another one of our hidden gnomes as well. I didn't show the location of all of the ones that I saw, but I think I might have just seen the 8 without realizing it. Now look at how snazzy I look now. Just incredible. So let's run back to our fully finished ship here. M stands for me. Just kidding. I'm not going to take over your ship, I'm sorry. But as you may be able to tell, we are getting close to the end of the video here. I hope you enjoyed this edit. It's a little bit different than what I'm used to doing, but I had so much fun making this video, so if you enjoyed it, if you wanted to like the video, I would really appreciate that. I would appreciate that subscribe too. Give the subscribe button a little hug for me. How about that? Again, thank you so much to DiabloShadow for letting me tour your island, telling me so much information, and putting up with all of the questions that I had to ask. And as to everyone else, thank you again for watching this video, and I hope that everyone has a wonderful day.